Okay, looks like my... Every once in a while, OBS just decides to switch the mic inputs, and then my mic isn't working. Luckily, I noticed it fairly early. Okay, so for the video's sake, last match of the season, I need to win 4.5 games to avoid demotion, even though I only need to win 4 to hit 50% win rate. That's just how it'd be in this division. And I opened Sentinel Blockade out of a desire to try to high roll and failed. And now the question is, what do I get with my 5 here? I could get a long ship. I've got 2 terminals in my deck already. And I am going to need that. Sanctuary, definitely also a card we're going to need. Not going to super help with hitting 5 again. Longship kind of doesn't and then kind of does. I think I'll go with the longship. It's okay. I guess given that we've taken 1, we're going to take 1 more. Oh boy. We're really not going to get any magpies here, huh? Am I meant to buy magpie, or am I meant to... blockade? Opponent already has 2 blockades. They're not going to blockade. Blockading magpie would be good, though. I mean, we guess we could do both and wait on blockading blockade until later and or never. In fact, maybe we don't even want to blockade. Because what are we gaining with it later in the game? I don't know. Really, we just failed at the high roll pretty hard here. Oh my god. And they're gonna blockade magpie here, presumably. Yeah. Well, I mean, that opening shuffle was about as bad as it could have possibly been. It's conceivable that I should actually take the magpies in spite of the curses. Just because, like... What else am I gonna do? How important is magpie here? I mean, I guess it's not strictly necessary to draw with magpie. We could take like a goat herd or something. Or another... blockade is just going to be getting silvers, though. Maybe we just take 1 magpie. We take 1 curse, they take 1 curse. And what are we buying? Probably... We're going to want groundskeepers, we're going to want highwayman. We're going to need more long ships, but not immediately. Think about highwayman. Well, I guess if we play it next turn, we won't have this problem, but it does make it hard for our sentinel to do work. Maybe we take the sanctuary now? it all just kind of doesn't work. Alternatively, when we have enough, like we could take Silver Sanctuary and like maybe start making use of the plus buy. Let's take the Magpie, but I think Sanctuary. Yeah, this worked out so poorly. Opening. There was a world, right? Get Blockade turn 3, Sentinel turn 4, or the other way around. We would have been really happy, but even bottom decking one of them and hitting the turn 5 would have been okay. Do we exile here? I think maybe we don't. So we could take Citadel. It's not actually that good right now. The thing. Could also take like Highwayman, Silver. Maybe I should take Citadel. We're pretty far from the game ending. Adding another terminal to the deck going into the next turn is not make a ton of sense. It was pretty lucky to bottom deck the curse like that. So we are going to need Highwayman for draw ultimately here, and we're going to have to just start like blockading silvers. They're going to have the opportunity probably to blockade silver before I do, if that's something they want to do, which I assume it will be, so that's going to be annoying. Not too much I can do about that. And I can't like blockade silver every turn either. I'd have to take a turn to get a second blockade to be able to do that. I don't know that that makes sense. So, yeah, it's all kind of awkward. I mean, conceivably this turn... Oh, okay. They didn't actually blockade silver. I was going to say, conceivably this turn, if they blockade silver, then we could... Alright, I think we're okay with just hitting 5 this turn, so I'll go ahead and exile. Oh, you know, I could butterfly the Sentinel into a blockade. Okay. Well, that's awkward. I was probably meant to play the Sentinel first, but I wanted to do the butterfly thing. Well, whatever. There's no reason not to do it. Because even if we don't end up taking a ton of silvers, we can butterfly it again. So the question is... Do we need to take payload? Well, do we need to take money payload, or can we take... Should we take draw or groundskeeper? Like, we'll have enough actions. I think Highwayman, one Highwayman makes sense, and we can start just using blockade. Forget silvers. I mean, maybe we'll buy some silver, but we can start using butterfly with the blockaded cards. I think that's going to be the plan. Oh, the other thing that we could do, our opponent has not done yet, is like butterfly magpies and then get the magpie back. That's definitely worth... Oh, there it is. Yeah, I should have thought about that last turn, but I was trying to draw my blockade. I don't suppose they're going to leave that there for me. That'd be nice of them. Oh. Well, that makes me less want to do it. So I guess we have to blockade if the plan is to butterfly blockade. That's fine. I was thinking we were going to double play Magpie here. I still think that makes the most sense, even if we're not going to butterfly it. I mean, we could butterfly it, blockade it back. We just don't have a way to trash the curse right now. I think I would rather not deal with that. We don't have any coppers down there, but we also don't need the buys, and we're not going to want to exile because we don't have the money to hit 5 without coppers we do have, so... Oh. What am I talking about? We do have another copper. We're not going to be able to draw whatever we... Let's do that. Oh, wait. Can do it. Okay, what do we want? We can just take another long ship. That's more draw than we really need. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with having that. I think I am going to take a gold here. Deal with it, J-Nails. So ideally we get one more long ship here for duration balance, but I don't know that we actually need to. Yeah, we're overdrawing by 1 card before we do anything else. So we could actually double play the long ship. Tiles are getting low, and there's a possibility for like blockade emptying shenanigans. So that's something to keep in mind. They haven't blockaded Magpie, which means we potentially have that option. A lot of cards left in your deck. What is all that stuff? Locating Watchtower? Well, that doesn't bother me. So the goal will definitely be to blockade Magpie. While re-emptying the Magpies. Or we don't even need to empty the Magpies, right? We can just butterfly one of them, blockade it. Yeah. Somehow I actually feel like I'm in a decent position here. Okay, so I do think we double play the Longship. And now we butterfly, Magpie. Like, we could take the last Longship. We don't really need to. We could just start taking groundskeepers. That's probably better. We can go ahead and blockade the Magpie. We have 9 coins. We should buy another blockade. I guess we could buy... Or we could just buy province. Exile copper and buy province. Not that we need the draw from exiling the copper. I guess we could also turn the groundskeeper into another gold. In which case, we'd have 12 coins. And we could buy a couple groundskeepers. We could still buy... Yeah, actually, I like that. Should we buy the Longship? I'm like a little bit afraid of the curse pile out, but should not be. I mean, getting 8 curses off of Magpie should be pretty difficult. I think I'm just gonna buy. Maybe I should buy the Longship. No. Just take the groundskeepers. Now we have exact draw. That's cool. I definitely didn't count it. Oh wait, maybe we have 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we don't have exact draw. Okay, never mind. But we have like some cantrips that we didn't have before, so yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, you didn't remember that I had that blockaded, did you? Did you? Ha! I do wonder if they have some kind of pile out here that doesn't involve taking the curses. Like, it seems unlikely that they have the actions for it, but it's hard to tell for sure. On account of not being able to look at their hand. Okay, well, definitely not if that's the end of your turn. Yeah, it's super weird to me that I feel like I am actually ahead in this game. Okay, so we're gonna double play Longship again. And then if we butterfly the Magpie, we can get it back, but it's probably better to blockade the Magpie again. We could take the last Longship. We could just take more groundskeepers. We had 11 coins last time. We can... I think I'm gonna take the Longship because I'm planning to take points lead. Oh, I gained the Magpie back. Oops. I guess that's fine. I can... butterfly it again. I just don't get to draw with it. Yeah, I screwed that up, but that's okay. So we have 11 coins. I think I'm going to not exile and buy Province Silver, and then this is going to turn into another Groundskeeper. So we should have enough draw with the other Longship in play that we can afford to put the silver into our deck. Maybe there's some kind of win. I guess the problem with trying to win on like a blockade pileout is that like when you gain the cards with blockade, you don't gain them that turn, so there's not really a good way to like cycle through them. And I don't have enough magpies to do real shenanigans with magpie because like if I had a third magpie, I could really do some stuff, but as it is, it's difficult. Yeah, I still don't really know how I got so far ahead here. It feels like their draw is just not working, and I don't know if that's because they're relying on Magpie to hit treasures and that's not happening, or what exactly. They never got a trasher, so all the stuff that is in the trash is stuff that I've trashed. And then they've only exiled 4 cards. They still have 5 copper. But they do have a lot of magpies, so you would think they'd be pretty likely to draw with them. They haven't gotten a Highwayman, which maybe they needed to do that. I guess there's like a possibility that I could pile some 5-cost pile by like oh, Watchtower to trash the curses. Oh, that's potentially bad for me. I didn't think about that. That could actually lead to a pilot if they can manage. Although, again, I don't think they have the actions to butterfly that many times. Like, this is all the actions they've got this turn. Did they double play Longship? Yeah, they did. Okay. Now that there's only 5 groundskeepers left, I'm wondering if I can empty on those. Somebody don't find some way to win here. There's 3 actions left. So they can butterfly 3 times into groundskeeper. 2 times. Well, that's the end of their turn. Okay, I feel pretty good about my chances to be able to pile on groundskeepers then. Because I have 3 magpies and a blockade. Okay, so let's figure this out. We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 coins. So we have plenty of money to buy like a province groundskeeper. So really... Oh, I didn't realize my longships were that out of whack, but I guess it doesn't actually matter. Oh, I see the problem. I see the problem. I need to gain another magpie. Well, I don't need to buy province. Right. I just need to buy, like, a state. But I only have 2 buys. I mean, I can gain another magpie back. But... hold on. I'm not actually sure this is correct. Now... I mean, it might be still... If we, like, turn him... What if... we turn it all, like, into sanctuaries? No. Turn it all... We turn... blockade into... blockade and magpie into groundskeeper, play a magpie, gain a magpie. Then there's 2 groundskeepers, 0 magpies. Yeah, I think we can't actually do it. They still have a blockade in their... Oh, no, they don't have any blockades. So they have no ability to gain that way. They can do piley stuff. I am concerned. I thought I was ahead here, but ultimately the magpie butterfly stuff It's too strong, perhaps. I mean, what I can do is get some more... Like, I could go Magpie to Sanctuary, get the Magpie back. Magpie to Sanctuary, get the Magpie back. And then... Then I have 4 buys. Get the Magpie back is with the blockade. I have 4 buys and I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's not that good. Like, what happens if I just lower Groundskeepers and buy Province Duchy? They have 3 longships in play. Means they have 3 more coming. They might not draw longships, so they but they probably will. So, like 4 actions, 8 actions. It's a lot of actions. Well, it didn't seem like they had that many last turn, but maybe it didn't all come at once. Oh no, wait, it's 6 actions. Yeah, 6 actions. Okay. To be able to get like a bunch of sanctuaries and groundskeepers and buy multiple estates is what I'm thinking about. The more groundskeepers I take now, the fewer they can take to get points. I could go if I do Magpie into Groundskeeper, get it back. Magpie into Magpie into Groundskeeper, blockade into Groundskeeper, get the Magpie back. Or maybe I don't even get the Magpie back. Maybe I just do Magpie, blockade into Groundskeeper, Groundskeeper, gold. And then I buy double Province. That might be my best bet. So if I buy double Province with 5 Groundskeepers, that gets me... It gets me a fair chunk of points. Okay. Oh, oops, sorry. Or wait. How am I doing this? I need to go Groundskeeper into gold. Or Highwayman. Highwayman's... No, that's too... I've done this all wrong. No. How do I... Frig. Blockade to Groundskeeper, Magpie to Groundskeeper, Groundskeeper to gold. I guess what we're doing... was probably supposed to keep the blockade. I don't know. Three actions, 3 returns. Like, I actually... Yeah, whatever. It probably doesn't matter. I'm probably going to lose... on this coming turn, no matter what I do. I mean, it should be hard for them to win here. I do have the blockade still in my deck. So I've got some flexibility having one Magpie and one blockade. Maybe that's better than having 2 blockades anyway. I'm also just probably not going to draw here. I'm only drawing 5 out of 15 cards. I don't know how I ended up with 3 long ships in play that one turn, but I should not have done that. So they are running low on actions. They might have more long ships, though. Well, they do have more long ships. The question is whether they will have them in hand. Right, okay, so piles are empty. You gotta get 19 points. They definitely don't have the money to, like, double province. We're gonna have, like, 5 groundskeepers, 6 groundskeepers in play? I think 6. That's 12 points right there. Double duchy is a tie. If they can find the actions to butterfly into a sanctuary, get it, play it, and get the magpie back, then that should just win. But I mean, although I don't actually know how much money they have. If they don't have the win, then like it's going to be really hard for them for me not to have it, because now that they've lowered the piles this much, I don't think they're either gonna have the actions to win the game, or they're not gonna have the actions to put enough stuff back onto the piles for it to make any material difference. So it all just comes down to this. Like, I don't think it really matters what my deck is capable of doing. What? Oh, yeah, that's the I don't have it play. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, maybe I just lucked out here. Yeah, we can just buy Longship. What a mess. Okay, so capitalism actually does have a lot of targets here. I don't know that it matters too much because they're all non-terminal. Well, I guess courtier. No trashing. Colony board. We're definitely going to want to play with first mate. Right, like first mate, vault. Certainly does some stuff. You probably need to take a silver here. We're going to want to hit 5, so it's probably silver conclave. Like, we're going to want to hit 5 a lot. Taskmaster... Taskmaster's alright, but I don't want to open with it. That's with first mate in the deck, it's not like the end of the world if you end up having to put your Taskmasters back. Is courtier the only plus buy? Is unless we double activate cities. So that's awkward. We have a couple dual types, no triple types. Right? Unless none of these are sneaky second. Yeah. Yeah, so this has just got to be Silver Conclave. Not going to want a ton of Conclaves in the deck, but it works well enough with First Mate. And we can have some regular draw in the deck too with Patrol. Watchtower, really? I mean, I guess that also works with like Vault, but the First Mate itself draws up, so I don't really think. I mean, I guess if you pair a Conclave and okay, we're definitely gonna hit 5, and by 5 I mean 6 or 7 or something. I would have been happy to take a Taskmaster here if I'd had 3 instead of 2. What are you thinking about? You have 3, you probably want a Taskmaster. You have 5, I guess that could be pretty complicated. I don't actually know what the best first 5 is here, in fact. It might be Vault, honestly, because like First Mate is the first 5, doesn't really do a lot. Oh, we do probably have to get a Watchtower to go with Courtier because the Taskmasters will be in play. Bleh. That's so annoying. Well, I'm not going to be worried about that for a little while yet. Vault does potentially help the opponent, is the annoying thing. Man, it really sucks that I hit 3 here. Ugh. I mean, I didn't even hit 3, right? That's what I mean to say. Didn't even hit 3. Maybe it is First Mate. I guess Troll. probably vault. Probably. Could also be. It could be anything. I don't know. Like, it could be city just to have terminal space, but I'm gonna say vault, and then okay, here do we take Watchtower or do we take Taskmaster? I think we take Taskmaster. We're definitely gonna play the vault because we have more. We have another estate down here. You just had your Watchtower in play. Ugh. Didn't skip the estate. Do I already take first mate? Sure, I don't know. I gotta do it sometime. This is so sad, but what are you gonna do? We do need to take Courtier. We do need to take Watchtower at some point, but I think I'm gonna take one more first mate. I guess we can take the Courtier here, even though we don't have anything good to pair it with. I think we play Courtier here and take another first mate. Or another vault. It's going to be difficult to get that Watchtower, but... Oh, wait, we have the Taskmaster in play. Never mind, we can just play the vault. Gold. Okay. They're definitely going for not first mate stuff. Could work out. I don't know. I think you'd want some cities in that deck, but maybe not. I guess we're taking buy here because we can take a peddler. And I think another first mate. Wow. I mean, I guess that's not that unlikely once you've played the first one. But they do only have the one first mate in their deck in the first place. Yeah, this is definitely not looking good for me. Probably would have looked better if I had had a less sad first shuffle or two, but I guess we could play first mate conclave rather than wait. Why would we do that though? No, there's no advantage to that. Hmm. Wait, did you? Okay. Oh man, that's some sad stuff right there. Okay. I mean, I think we're probably irrecoverably far behind, but I think the way that we do this is we play first mate on conclave to play courtier or buy. Yeah, definitely getting walloped here. The Watchtower is too strong. Top decking. I mean, I guess I should have opened Watchtower if I had. Well, the Conclave Watchtower would have been something. I don't know. On turn 4. I mean, I still would have been behind because my turn 3 was a total dud, but. Don't you want another courtier at this point? I would think so. You'll have a lot more money than you can use unless you're buying platinums or colonies. Might be able to get more 5s. You just happen to top deck your first mate. Even though the turn before you top decked 3 patrols? Okay. Sure. Why not? I can see where that would actually be... Like, you might actually run out of actions here with 7 patrols in your deck if you don't have the first mate. So probably what you're meant to do is top deck first mate patrol and then not top deck but buy a courtier. I don't think... What? Okay. And also stop gaining golds? God. I don't understand why you want to gain golds and don't want to gain courtiers, but whatever. Okay, we're playing first mate on Conclave to play courtier for buy. Then we're playing first mate on Vault. Discarding all of that. So we miss our peddler. We have 10 coins. We do kind of need that Watchtower. Wondering if I should play this or not. I think the answer is yes. Well, we discarded 3 coppers. We have 2 coppers and a peddler down here. It's probably better to try to get rid of the copper than to keep the peddler. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. That was so bad. That was so bad. Alright. It's not like I'm coming back in that game anyway, but that was so bad. I mean, I probably could have asked for an undo, but whatever. Just horrendous. Alright, so... Amulet... Amulet for sure. So we're gonna want sewers. Maybe we just take that here. Alternatively... we could take Ironworks. The point of the Ironworks would be to get squires to trash into minions. Basically, there's no plus actions here, so minion deck is not like that impressive. There is Destrier though, so there is draw. And Ironworks can potentially gain Destriers depending. I think I will take the Ironworks. Alright, we'll just take sewers here. My question is, should we Ironworks for Ironworks? maybe the better way to say it than Ironworks can gain Destriers is Ironworks can enable the gaining of Destriers. But we could also take a Squire. We could take a second Amulet. Maybe that's actually the play. Probably is. I think we just want to double trash here, even though we have no estates. Oh wait, what? I said there was no plus actions. There's Squire. What am I talking about? Okay, never mind. Yeah. Alright, here we'll pick up a Squire. Next turn we're going to have Ironworks Amulet, triple copper. Can't quite afford a Destrier. Probably take another Squire then. What the Ironworks? I mean, we could take another Ironworks. We're going to be pretty thin. We have one estate, 2 coppers, and a Squire in those in our discard. Let's see. We do like Ironworks for Ironworks now. I mean, there's no guarantee that we're going to draw both Ironworks. I think I am going to take the second Ironworks, though. Okay. So long as we don't get minion attacked, which is not possible. Okay, so if we gain silver here, we can Ironworks for card, for Squire probably, and then Ironworks for Destrier, and then Amulet can trash. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we do that. We gain Ironworks for Squire, Ironworks for Destrier, Amulet, trash, state, Squire, minion. Well, that's a draw. Oh, okay. Probably gonna gain another silver here for similar reasons. But we are gonna trigger a bit of a bad shuffle. I guess the alternative would be to trash Squire into another minion. That's probably what we should actually do. It does just as much to advance the Destrier gaining situation, even though we don't get to trash a second card. And then we can win Ironworks for a Squire before we shuffle. I think that's what we want to do. And And then this should be our minion. So we'll have the minion attack online. I would like to play my amulet. So we could minion for coins, amulet for a silver, and buy Destrier. Or we could minion for disc. I think we do discard. Because we've got, yeah, we can go actions, Ironworks for another Destrier, and now do minion for discard again and hope that we can find our amulet. Which we can. And we can buy another Destrier. I don't think there's any way we could take advantage of traveling fair there. Okay, so here we're probably going to gain a silver off of Ironworks. We do need to be careful about Squires emptying, because once Squires empty, then we're down to like whatever we've got in terms of plus actions. So maybe we shouldn't trash any more Squires. We can afford to buy stuff. Two Squires in the trash. So it hasn't happened that much anyway, but yeah, I think I'll aim to just pick up the last two Squires here if possible. If there's one left, gain that with the Ironworks. Probably there will be one left. Seems hard to believe that, yeah, you're not going to take that. Okay. Okay, gain a silver, gain a Squire. Go actions with this one. Discard. I'm gonna take another Destrier for sure. This one can go for buys. We could double trash here, or just trash the copper and then like discard again. I guess if we double trash, we can play minion for discard and redraw the Squire. Alternatively, we gain a silver now. Maybe that makes more sense. Just make the Destriers cheaper. So we have 3 buys. By minion. We can't. We got traveling fair. How many Destriers can we buy? I don't actually want to top deck them necessarily. Not quite all of the destriers is the answer. I feel like that's got to be good. Like, even though we're playing with minion, it's got to be good to have 1,000,000 destriers. Okay. At this point, do we want to gain more silver? Yeah, probably. We just play these destriers. Can we can't like empty ironworks, right? We could take one more ironworks and empty the destriers. We always trash it. That's... We go actions... what are we doing here? I mean, probably buying a province. We can worry about lower, like, trying to pile out the ironworks next turn, I think. I guess we're not going to attack. It doesn't really seem like it matters. So 6 and 8. We can double province. If we take a coin. Sure. We have 2 squires. You know, one thing I didn't consider is to just empty the minions off of trashing. Well, that's going to be a little harder to do without... maybe it's fine, actually. We'll just take a coin here. Minion, or amulet... No, we won't have any buys if we... Yeah, never mind, that doesn't work. Whatever, we'll just buy provinces. It's fine. We have 10 destriers in our deck. I don't think we want to add anything into our deck. I don't... Yeah, no, we don't. Top deck something. Do we just... Let's see. Coins. So that's... We get enough money for double province. Just wondering what to do with these ironworks, if anything. Like, we could trash them both with amulet just to keep thinner. I think that's actually probably correct. We still have an ironworks. That last card is an ironworks. So we're one card short of drawing deck there. We gained 2 provinces. We trashed 2. Oh, but this time we have a 5-card starting hand. Okay, well then... let's gain a silver. So that we can potentially trash like copper. Oh. Well... how many cards did we discard? 3, 6, 7. Yeah, we stop here. Turns out I should have taken the coin, then I could have trashed the copper. They only have 3 minions in their deck, which I guess means they're not that likely to even find minion. Which they did not. Do we have enough to win? I think the answer is no. Oh, actually... yeah, we're 1 coin short. Okay, well, whatever. I would submit that a resign is a reasonable play at this stage of the proceedings. Why? What is the comeback mechanism here? I wonder if I have half VP. I have like 6 provinces? I have exactly 6 provinces. Okay, I guess I probably don't. But yeah. I think would have been pretty reasonable. I don't know. I don't know when I would have resigned in that game, but faster than that. I don't resign a lot, but that was obviously over. Okay. Academy and recruiter. No shortage of villages. I mean, probably that means you're not actually getting Academy. Probably. Well, yeah, there's also Throne Room. So we're gonna want to open with an Overlord that we can play as recruiter. That much seems clear. The question is, do we just open Overlord? Do we open Overlord Poacher? Overlord Monument? Monument being the obelisk pile like does slightly push it, but it's not that big of a deal. We probably don't want the stop card, given that we want to thin with recruiter. I don't know. Maybe we do want Academy just so that it's easier to trash coppers, but wait, what are the gains on this board? There's no plus buy. There is no plus buy. Okay. So that... I still think poacher, but that does mean... we need to be very judicious. I mean, I guess there could be plus buy in here. Oh shit. Oh, we get it. Do we not play the poacher? Do we buy another overlord? We're gonna have 3 coins minus the 1, so 2 coins. We don't play the poacher. We do play the poacher. We're likely to have 4 coins. Yeah. I mean, it will be a pretty short shuffle. And it will make the state miss. Yeah, Throne Room is pretty reasonable. Another poacher would be reasonable. Monument is not totally crazy. I mean, we do want to pop the lamp, right? So we should take a unique. That means cave, throne room, or sheepdog. I actually think sheepdog. Let's draw. Throne room might be drawn without an action, and that would be sad. This has hopefully just happened to our opponent, either this turn or next. Yeah, taking a regular recruiter seems like a good idea. Are you gonna pop your lamp? I guess with Monument, there's like there is some way to build longer, but I don't know if it's enough. I mean, if you get Academy, in theory, you can play a lot of Monuments. Well, or with like Recruiter, Soothsayer. Sure hope I draw an action card on the top of my deck here. That would be good. I didn't. I did not draw an action card on the top of my deck. Throne, probably, yeah, is the play. Best thing for being able to keep playing the good cards without having to double up on anything. But I'm pretty behind for sure. Haven't popped my lamp. My recruiter had to miss the first shuffle, or my overlord rather. I guess it didn't have to, but how many wishes have you already played? None. Wish pile should be around here. Oh, there it is. Okay. That would be another way to tell, but somehow I couldn't find it. At the very least, I think that given the presence of Monument and Obelisk, like, wishing for Duchy is not necessary on this board. Taking Academy and then fishing with Deathcart is not totally crazy either, because you get more cracks at the ruins than the opponent does. There it is. They did not succeed. You gonna do it again? They did not succeed. Would be super glorious. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's another one. They're probably gonna buy that. Oh god, if they... Yeah, that's gonna be a disaster for me. That is going to be a disaster for me if they buy that Ruin Market and those are the only two in the pile. If there's 3 in the pile and I get one of them, I don't necessarily think I'm hopelessly lost, but if there's... If there's 2 and they get both of them... I guess it's not really accurate to say you get more cracks with Deathcart because your opponent can also buy Deathcart, but... You do have to pay your debt to buy the Ruin Market. Oh, you have a gold. Yeah. Alright. Do I throne the recruiter? I probably throne the recruiter. No, it would be nice to... Okay, so... We know the top ruin is not Ruin Market, so I think going for that now does not make a whole lot of sense. Got 7 coins, so probably just taking another Overlord is the best thing to do. We will need to go at this, and it's possible that my opponent will go, like, try to, like, a denial thing there, but if they do, like, at least that means that they're probably just wasting their time, so it's not as bad. Basically, like, since the top one isn't Ruin Market, I've got like a 50-50 shot of taking the other one if there is another one, which there may well not be, of course. So like taking the death cart now versus later doesn't really matter. I mean, it will if they like draw enough Ruin Markets this turn to like buy all the ruins or something, but... It looks like they are not in that situation. Okay, so let's see. We can double recruit. We also throne Overlord as throne room. It's probably fine. Just recruit again, probably. Oh, right. Recruit again? I guess so. I was hoping to find my sheepdog. Probably time to wish for Death Cart. Two ruined villages. Great! Great. Okay. Yeah. Think... I'm thinking about just taking a couple monuments at this point. Not going to play the death card. I don't think it makes sense to take Academy. Probably just take another Overlord. So we can play as either Recruiter or Soothsayer as the situation demands. Definitely some first player advantage to this whole business. Can hope that my opponent, like, is slowed down enough by taking all those ruins on that that's alright, but I don't have a lot of hope for that. Does Death Cart work? You may 4 plus 5. Okay. So we Overlord. Yeah, I knew in somewhere in my head that Overlord is Death Cart was not that special. Hmm. All right. I don't want a Death Cart in my throne room. Do I want another Overlord? Kind of do. I'm down to 2 villagers, though. I can throne the Overlord, or Overlord is thrown to throne the Overlord, of course. It's probably what I need to do. Well, it's definitely what I need to do. The question is, what do I do with it? I probably start with Recruiter. Just play Poacher. Just to like save myself a villager. Okay. Let's do Overlord as Throne to play Overlord as Throne to play Poacher twice. Now we play Recruiter again. We just trash the Death Cart. Seven ruins in the trash. 8, 9 of the 2 markets. Okay, yeah, so we got rid of our 2 ruins. Or ruined villages. So the Death Card is not really going to be any good anyway. I mean, it's 5 coins. But we need to trash something. It's either that or the gold. The Death Card's not much better than the gold. This turn. If it is at all, really. I mean, I guess we could evaluate that. Well, it takes a villager. We're going to have 6. So that's the 7, and then we're going to have 6 coins. Can't be correct by Academy. Just cannot. We want to be able to get provinces. But maybe we take one more Overlord first. If we keep the Death Cart and trash the gold, we do end up with 1 more villager and 1 more stop card in the deck total. We have, so again, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 minus 7. So we would have enough to buy province if that's what we wanted to do. Well, okay. I mean, we could buy 1 more Overlord, but ultimately we win this game by buying provinces, so let's just do that. Do we start with Recruiter? I mean, we're probably recruiting Copper this turn, right? So I think we do, so that we have the chance to have Overlorded Soothsayer to activate Sheepdog. Okay, well, never mind. We'll definitely just do some throne business then. So how much actual econ do you have in your deck? I would think not much. You do have a gold. You trashed your other gold. You have 1 Death Cart left. So I guess that's some. You don't have the monuments. Play Overlord as monument. Probably have a couple coppers left. There's 3 well, oh, maybe I have all the copper. Then, oh, two of those cards are Ruin Markets. Ruin Market, gold, and not another. Oh, Death Card. Yeah, okay. Why are you throning again? Is that just to save a villager? Maybe. But what? What does another throne room play do? You have... I'm so confused. You're gonna trash one of your ruined markets? Oh, maybe you just screwed up how this works. The one nice thing here for me, I guess I'd probably have more payload in my deck and I have more points. The question is, can they use their additional gains to come back from that? And I expect that the answer is yes. But... okay. I guess I don't have any gold in my deck. But that's fixed easily enough. Whoa. That's a lot of that. Why play all of the... Okay, I see. Yeah. Okay, Overlord as Throne Room to play. Overlord as Throne Room to play. Recruiter. Trashing a copper. Recruiter. Trashing a copper. Play Overlord as Throne Room again. To play... Just double play the Poacher. Wait. Whatever. Throne Overlord as Throne to play Overlord as Soothsayer. Throne and Overlord as Throne Room to play an Overlord as Soothsayer and as Soothsayer, and then we draw with, and then we play a Recruiter. Do we trash the gold or we trash the curse? I think we trash the curse. 7 villagers should be enough. Or 5, whatever. Curse pile is gonna empty soon here. Quite possibly on my opponent's turn. Which does have the possible advantage of pushing the game end with me having a points lead. I mean, I can't do a lot to accelerate that. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have double played the poacher the way I did. I thought I had another like throne active, but it's all right. I am like a little bit afraid of what happens if I don't draw another junk. I throw in the recruiter, but I think the odds of that should be pretty low. I guess the counterpoint is that, well, we'll see. I mean, if they play more Soothsayer, then I'll draw more cards, and actually, this is going to take a while. All right, looks like I got back just in time. So they bought 4 monuments. Okay. And drew me 1 card. Okay. Overlord as Throne. Play Overlord as Throne. Recruiter. Trash Curse. Trash. Copper, I think. Now we get another play of the second Overlord. We could throne the Poacher. We could also just throne the Monument, or we could not throne. Yeah, we could play Overlord as throne, or we could do another Recruiter. Trashing the Poacher wouldn't be so bad if it came to that. Throning the Monument gets us an extra VP, which is certainly valuable, and we don't like need to draw further. Yeah, I think I'm gonna throne the Monument just because I think the VP might actually make a difference. Do it again. We have 1 Overlord in those next 6 cards. We have a no, we don't. We have a Sheepdog. We do have a Province and a Gold. I think I'm gonna play this as Recruiter. Okay. So do we throne the Sheepdog? Probably. And I think we get rid of a curse here, play this, buy a province. Yeah, 4 monuments in the deck will definitely help them get more points. It just sucks that the Ruin... Well, really, I guess it more sucks that they popped Lamp and I didn't. Although maybe it wouldn't have mattered because they would have had the access to it first. So maybe it's just a first player advantage thing regardless, but... If the Ruin markets had been a little differently distributed, and we could have each gotten 1, that sure would look a lot better for me. I mean, it's conceivable that they, like, fail to draw, I guess, but I don't think it's very likely. I think they're just gonna have too much ramp here, and I'm not gonna be able to stay ahead. I'm already only up by like 7 VP chips. And it should be pretty easy for them to make that up within a turn or 2. Provinces aren't anywhere near to emptying. Yeah, they just drew deck. And there's no real reason for them to get any worse at that. Like, they don't really even need to buy province, I don't think. You can just buy, like, some Throne Runes and Sheepdogs. You could buy more monuments, but I don't think that's even needed, because you've got, like, if you can throne the monuments, that's, like, plenty of points. Throning the poacher does not actually help very much. So I think... like, the action economy is not important, and the money is probably not that important either. So I do have 1 gold. Okay. I guess it's possible with Soothsayer they can also just like get enough money to buy a bunch of provinces. I mean, that's definitely possible. That's not what I would be aiming for in their position. Like I said, I would just take some throne runes and some sheepdogs and be trying to like, okay, I can draw my deck and then be like throne, monument, 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 you know. And get enough points per turn that, you know, because like my deck is not going to get any better. Provinces are only going to make it worse. Yeah, I'm honestly not even sure what winning this game looks like for me. Okay, I don't agree with the monument. I think I would have gone throne room double sheepdog, but whatever. Overlord as throne room to play Overlord as, I guess, sheepdog at this point. And then as throne room to play Overlord as sheepdog, and then as throne room to play Overlord. Could just go throne. That gives me enough money to buy province, and it guarantees that I get to throne both of my monuments. Play the recruiter, trash the curse, call it a turn. Yeah, they don't even really need to be that careful about a pile out. Like, they'd have to do something pretty stupid to set me up for a pile out. Like, I mean, they'd have to empty a pile, essentially, because other than ruins, I guess, or empty ruins and lower one of these others to 1, because I can only gain, like, I can give out a curse and gain 1 card, but that's it. So it's really not difficult to navigate. Okay, well, never mind about the curse, but the same basic point applies. I mean, I don't know, maybe they'll find a way to screw up their villager situation, but it seems unlikely. Maybe somehow I'm wrong about how long it's going to take them to come back on the monument points, but that also seems unlikely. I do think I would have taken more throne rooms in their position, but... like, because the 2 points you get from the obelisk is like... I mean, it does... the number of monuments puts a ceiling on how many points you can get, but you're not anywhere near that ceiling as it currently stands, so buy some throne rooms. Actually, double province is pretty reasonable at this point, too. But I would take 4 throne rooms. I mean, there is like a dud risk there, but even if you dud, I don't have a counterplay. Maybe you take 3 throne rooms and a sheepdog, whatever. Yeah. I guess I just do throne the sheepdog. Recruit the curse. As throne room to play Overlord. As throne room to play. Oop. That. Somehow they're not really catching up on the actual VP chips. I don't know why. But they should this turn. I think you have enough villagers now. How could that possibly be bad? I mean, if you play Overlord as throne room there, you can just do whatever. You can do all the same stuff. Maybe that's not true. Maybe somehow that isn't true, but it sure seems like it would be true. Oh, right. You gotta think about throning the ruin markets too. Wait, how did... Oh, never mind. I misread the log. Somehow they're not putting themselves in a position where they can win with double province, or so it seems. Like, they're not throning the monuments enough. I think that was more important than throwing ruined markets, like, easily more important to get the extra VP. Two provinces gets them to 42. And they can play a lot of monuments. But okay, so this is Recruiter first, just to get rid of the curse, and then Sheepdog, I guess. Lord again to play Probably just sheepdog. I don't actually have province in hand. That's bad. I'll play this as either sheepdog or poacher. I have another overlord down here. Seeing all my provinces. I have my recruiter. Get aim to recruit the recruiter. And I have overlord, recruiter, and what's the other card? Gold. All right, I guess. So if I draw like, there is a possibility if I play recruiter that I can't. Yeah, so I gotta play sheepdog. Now what? I can hit province with overlord as poacher. I'm down to 2 villagers. Actually, less than that. I'll be down to 1 once I play the monument again. Oy. I could also play overlord as soothsayer and hope. I mean, I cannot afford to trash a province. I guess I could also play overlord as recruiter, recruit the recruiter. Yeah, no, that's what I have to do, right? Okay, so you get, if you're gonna double province, you get up to 44, and then you need 17 points from monuments. That actually seems like a pretty tall order. It is, I think, possible with enough overlords as monument, but it doesn't seem trivial. Does not seem trivial. Do I need to take a gold here if I get another turn? I mean, they can just buy duchies, I guess, is the thing. They don't really have to touch province. They could potentially buy a lot of duchies. I am surprised that they, like, haven't won this game already. Like, I would have thought that their deck had enough power in it already if they've thrown the right things to overtake me and then buy double province to close it out. I guess they would have had to empty piles, so they wouldn't have had the capability probably to empty piles and win on double province in previous turns anyway. I feel like I do actually somehow still have like a non-zero chance to win this game. It's got to be very low, but I mean, I guess if nothing else, there is a chance for a complete dud for them. Not on this turn, obviously, but if they don't have the win this turn, then they could just draw like 5 throne rooms or something. It's not very likely, but like they've got 4 overlords, 7 sheepdogs. They still have their recruiter. They do. They don't have the poacher, but that wouldn't really matter anyway. The cards that they need to have one of in hand in order to be able to kick off. Okay. So that's a bunch of monuments. It looks like not enough quite to me. Yeah, so I think... Well, they can buy a duchy. It's 15 points. That's not enough. Okay. So the scenario in which I win is one in which they dud on the coming turn. Lowering any of these piles to 1 is probably not that risky. So I need to draw all the money in my deck, essentially, in order to hit province. Oh wait, I have province in hand. No, I don't. I don't have the other monument. What am I talking about? Oh, wait, yeah, no. Yeah, okay. So I think I do start off with Overlord is Throne, Overlord is Throne, Throne the Sheepdog. Oh. Oh, they have more stuff. Okay, they're buying duchies, which they probably do need to do, but I'm not actually sure. Like, I mean, that does make the dud more likely. Okay. We've got the province in hand. We've also got a lot of provinces coming up. That's the issue. So we don't necessarily just want to play Overlord as Throne twice, playing the monuments, because we do need to be able to hit province next turn. In those 7 cards, we have 4 provinces. So I think... we could double play the poacher first to draw 2 cards and at least see where we are. Yeah, alright, let's do that. Four provinces in these cards, so we really need to draw through them. So Overlord is Throne, Overlord as... play Overlord as Throne to play Overlord as Sheepdog. I think we just do Sheepdog again. Okay, we do have a province on top. Is it more important for us to get that province out of the way or to get an extra VP from Monument? We're going to have 66 VP with the province, 67, 68 VP. It would get us to 69. So They're going to have 58 from buying a province. They're going to be able to buy duchies. I mean, they've just got a dud, right? So I think me being able to hit province next turn is more important. So we're going to play the poacher. Okay. So we have province in hand. So it's just a question of whether they can kick off or not. Well, that's not good. Although it's kind of good. I mean, it suggests they had a pretty bad hand. Otherwise, they would have done some kind of throne thing, one has to assume. But they're still drawing cards. And they certainly can't run out of villagers. Yeah, I mean, their throne's reading underplayed, but I have to think that that's not going to be enough to save me here. They only need 10 VP in addition to the province. Some of that can come from duchies. So they're not really going to need very many monument plays. And they've already drawn most of their deck. I wouldn't be surprised if they have it in hand already. I mean, I would be surprised if the 1 or 2 VP that I didn't get from throning the monuments would have made a substantial difference. All of this just throne sheepdog, throne sheepdog, throne sheepdog is really surprising. Like, you've got to have... I mean, I guess from an action economy standpoint, it doesn't really matter. Because you have plenty of villagers, so like maybe it's just easier to think about this way. Though like one overlord is soothsayer to trigger all the sheepdogs also seems pretty reasonable. Okay, I'm gonna guess that they've already calculated that they have it. I hope they weren't trying to like calculate it the whole way through and we're just like, you know, it's like much easier to just draw your deck. Like, I mean, I guess you do have to be careful about the throne stuff, but death card. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. I made it about as close as I could have. Now, that secures my entirely unreasonable demotion, and apparently we are down. Alright, I'll just pause until I get this back up. Okay, it didn't actually take very long. I probably didn't need to do that. Whatever. Yeah, so, I don't know. It's too bad that they weren't, like, they weren't punished for sort of the... I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't have been anyway. Like, maybe everything they did was perfect, but I did feel like they could have played that a little cleaner, but it was a very complicated deck to pilot, in fairness. So we have a 2-5. We've got no 5s, so that's fun. We've also got not great draw. I mean, there is draw. Tireless Fool's Gold is weird. I think this has got to be Monastery. And then I guess gear? Like... Even though we've got 5, I don't see why we would take a 4. I mean, we could take a workshop. We probably do want a workshop. Probably. But I think in the opening, gear's got to be stronger. Even though, I mean, there is synergy with workshop monastery, but... And there are 2 costs to gain that we would potentially want to gain. And it's not hard to hit 3. I still think gear is gotta be better. Okay. I think I'll take a workshop now. Whoops. And here we should be able to take port and get a couple trashes in. I mean, we could also take another gear. Would definitely be reasonable. It's just we get another trash in if we take port. Oh, we don't get to set aside any cards, though. That's actually fine, isn't it? Yeah. It's weird how it says you can trash up to 2 and then you can trash up to 1 and you can individually click them. Like, I don't know why it works that way, but it's quite odd to me. So on the one hand, the ports are better, like, cards to gain when we have the monastery. On the other hand, we really need to make sure we get as many ports as possible. So I'm just gonna go for more ports here. Hopefully we find our gear. Our next card. That would help quite a bit. Was it? It was... Yeah, so we have a gear and an estate. So I guess at least if we don't find gear, we will at a minimum get to trash an estate, but I would sure rather find the gear. And then the question is going to be, at what point do we take Market Square? We probably... Aha! Okay, we're gonna just double trash again. So we got our fair share of ports. Wouldn't mind an unfair share, but... But if we don't get any more, it's not really a huge problem, obviously. Do we just go ahead and take the ports? Like, there's not... No, I don't think so, because it's not really... I think we take another gear. Another workshop would honestly not be crazy, but... Let's see. We only have the one other gear. Yeah, I'm gonna take one more gear, I think. Uh, we could set aside, like, port estate, sheep the port, buy 2 more ports. Sure. It would have been nice if we had the monastery, but it's fine. We're gonna need to get a jeweled egg now. This is our workshop. No, that's no. I missed the shuffle. Okay, right. Okay, so yeah, let's get. Well, I guess we'll play the gear first. So what are we buying this turn? Maybe we workshop for another gear and buy a jeweled egg? It would actually be good to get a sack of loot, maybe. Now that I think about it. So we could set aside 1 port. Workshop for the jeweled egg next turn. This turn, take another gear. What are those last 2 cards? More copper? I guess so. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of them's a port. Whatever. And now I guess we want a King's Cash as our purchase. I don't know, maybe I wasn't supposed to set anything aside. I also maybe wasn't supposed to bother taking the last 2 ports because the extra terminal space isn't that good unless I can get a bunch more gears. And even then, like, probably would need another workshop or 2 to take advantage of it. I will definitely empty the gears here, though. Assuming I can, anyway. Lots of ports. Ports. I guess I can't empty the gears and buy King's Cash. The gear is probably actually more important than the King's Cash, though. Puzzle box, sack of loot is 4 coins. Maybe we don't trash anything. Yeah, I think we don't. Terminal gear. Oh boy, okay. We don't have the gains to empty this turn, I'm sure, but definitely get ourselves moving in that direction. Yeah, I was also thinking about Market Square. Okay, we don't need more ports this turn, so I guess we can set aside the 2 ports. Jeweled Egg. Jeweled Egg should be better than Market Square, I think. Oh wait, I should have puzzle boxed the gear rather than playing it. But 3... Yeah. Yeah, I should have just puzzled. Well, no, because I want to trash the Jeweled Egg. Yeah, okay, whatever. I think I don't want to set anything aside now. Because I want to just trash. Oh, I guess I could have set aside a copper. Whatever. I don't think it's going to matter. I think we got this game on lock. Now that we've got King's Cash loot. Estate pile out should be coming soon. How many gears do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'd won the gear and the port split. Yeah, first player, pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna get that sack of loot. Okay, we can set aside the ports again. Except, how many buys are we gonna have? 3, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're actually 1 gain short? Okay. That's fine. I don't think we want to King's Cash the sack, do we? Maybe we... No. Just gonna King's Cash the shield so I don't have to think about puzzle box. We do have 8 buys. I can't count. Okay. All right, let's see if we can do the thing where we finish at 50% and still demote. Conclave Berserker Diplomat is interesting. We want to get a big forge off. I guess there's Haunted Woods to help with that. Doesn't really work well with the diplomat stuff, though. Conclave never gets to play Haunted Woods either. Smugglers. That's player 1. Oh boy. I mean, I want to hit 5. The idea is that, you know, there, I'm sure, is like, oh, you're gonna smuggle my Berserker to attack or whatever, but I don't know. If I had 4-3, I would open like Conclave Ghost Town, I think. But with 3-4, I mean, I probably should take Smugglers as player 2. You can always play it as a monkey. Well, let's see what they gain. And the question is going to be, do we take Ghost Town here if they do buy Berserker? I mean, if they had the ability to buy Berserker, surely they would have clicked on it already, so they probably don't, but yeah, okay. Smuggling the Ghost Town versus playing Monkey and buying the Ghost Town doesn't really make any difference, but I mean, I guess we could have opted to buy something other than Ghost Town, but I don't know what that would have been, so... Good news here is that even if they berserk me, I probably still hit 5. But I might not. I guess it's only 50-50, actually. Word. Yeah, if they hit 5 and I don't, that's going to be really sad. Oh, Artisan. Okay. Fair enough. And I have the same choice. I mean, Artisan is for sure really good. I think I have to agree with the assessment to take it. Not under attack. Probably time for Diplomat. We know the Berserkers are coming. Okay, so we can play both of these. That's really good. We've got to go because we got the Ghost Town in play. And even if we get Berserked, we can smuggle Berserker and then top deck something good. Oh, that is not going to be what happens. Okay, so if we Artisan... We gained a Diplomat and a Ghost Town. I think... In Ghost, I think we're gonna Artisan a Berserker. That much seems clear, and we're gonna top deck a Copper. Do we? I mean, maybe we just take 2 Ghost Towns. Actions are good. That. Here comes the Berserker. I assume. But I guess possibly not. If what you want to do is hit Forge. Oh, Journeyman. Interesting. Journeyman to name Copper. Very interesting. I would have thought the reason to take Journeyman is because you're going to try to get a Forge. And that means you name a state so you can buy a Forge. But okay, I guess if you find your smugglers and you can take Berserker that way. I sure hope I draw some action cards here off my Ghost Towns. I sure do. I would think you just gain another Ghost Town. Yeah. You probably don't want to play. You definitely don't want to play that Diplomat. Man. Ghost Towns are almost gone too. What a draw. What a draw. I take another Berserker. I think I do. 3 Ghost Towns in play. I mean, I might be activating the dip. Well, no, you've got 3 Ghost Towns in play, so I'm not activating your Diplomat. Oh, sure. It feels like I'm losing this game now. That was a rough top deck. Especially seeing just the Conclave, like, come on. I guess. If you played. Yeah, you can play Diplomat. Or react Diplomat to Berserker and it's all upside. Okay. And Ghost Town will not. My one Ghost Town will not turn it off if we get berserked, which I assume we will. Get that forge. Be so helpful. Yeah, we really lost the Ghost Town split. Maybe it's only 6-4, but it might be 7-3 actually. Pretty distressing. Oh, no, I do. Well, I can play one of these cards first. Oh, right. No, it just hasn't made me discard down to 3 yet. Okay, right. Okay. Okay. I probably don't want to trigger a shuffle here. So I probably want to artisan first. Artisan for what? Haunted Woods, maybe? I mean, it could be... Yeah, I think so. What did you gain? Smugglers. Journeyman. Yeah. Probably need another conclave. All right. You really, really gotta hit forge here. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. It's a lot of journeymen. I feel like from a terminal space standpoint, even with however many ghost towns, this is going to be tough to sustain for Sirusc. All right, do we keep Copper over Berserker here? Can that possibly be correct? We have 2 Berserkers, right? Nah, we can always play it as Monkey. So I don't think it can be correct. Honestly, I could probably Actually resign this game now, save myself the trouble. It's really hard to see how I win here. So we could monkey each of these in order to hit 7 and take a forge. But I don't know. The alternative is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we conclave Berserker, probably for another conclave, then conclave Artisan for Diplomat, we can draw with the Diplomat and get actions. The only problem with that is that we might just draw a bunch of crap. So we could also go with Journeyman or take another Haunted Woods. And not try to hit the forge this turn. I don't know if that makes sense. It might make sense. Like, we have the Diplomat in hand. Next turn, that would help. Well, like, Artisan and Berserker aren't. Yeah, although we have the Conclaves. Yeah, we're probably meant to take the Journeyman. Okay, well, that works, I guess. We're the first to gain a forge. I don't know that we'll be the first to play it, but we are the first to gain it. I wonder if we're meant to keep Ghost Town in hand here. Artisan's gaining another Journeyman. Thinking about smugglers. I'm expecting them to buy Forge here. They've got another Conclave, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Conclave the Diplomat for a coin or something. Smugglers. The other Journeyman. I think we just go ahead and keep the Ghost Town. Don't worry about copper. And keep the smugglers. 2 ghost towns in play, so we can play smugglers before we play diplomat. To activate the diplomat. I mean, we'll see what we draw, but it's guaranteed that we can activate it as the relevant point. Okay. Well, let's just Berserker for a conclave. This is... probably supposed to name Copper. Okay. No regrets. I think we'll go ahead and smuggle... Oh, we gotta worry about the game ending. Maybe we just don't touch Journeyman. We take the last conclave. That should be alright. Could take looting, I guess. You're not going to be able to gain 5 journeymen in one turn, I don't think. 1 loot should be good to have in our deck. Hammer. That is not the one I would have picked. Not at all the one I would have picked. No plus buy, and I don't really want to be gaining... I mean, I guess gaining diplomats is fine, but... This has got to be in front of playing a diplomat, right? It's the only reason you would... Either that or you just had a bad turn. Somehow. Despite 4 journeymen in your deck. The sad thing is we can't even forge the hammer into something good. I mean, we forge it into another forge. Oh, wow. The trash a single copper play. Yikes. What are those? 2 more ghost towns? I mean, you're not buying a state, surely. What? Come on. Prize goat? That's not fair. So much better than what I got. Okay. We want to gain another artisan. Probably. We can forge triple estate, double copper into artisan. Artisan for journeyman does look a little risky. So maybe we don't do that. Maybe we don't have any ghost towns in hand though. Ooh. I guess we could artisan for diplomat. Man. Actually, what are we top decking? Maybe we just top deck the diplomat. then. That's reasonable. Or should we just take a gold? No. I don't think you're going to be able to gain 6 diplomats. You can, that will be impressive, but I don't think so. Alright, I need you to attack me. Will you do it? If not, I guess I'm gonna artisan for a duchy and top deck the diplomat. Yay. I kind of want these ghost towns. I kind of want the artisans. This draw is a little too good. Maybe I discard 1 and 1. I don't know. It's rough. Alright. Oh, Haunted Woods. Okay, we gotta be careful about the whole ghost town situation. I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, I guess we'll top deck the hammer. Wait. Oh yeah, we couldn't have afforded looting anyway. In retrospect, I should have kept the ghost town and not the conclave. If I'd drawn a diplomat or something, but yeah, I should have kept the other ghost town. Mistake. Man. It really sucks that I got hammer. I mean, diplomats are alright, but there's so many better loots here. Interesting how their deck ended up slowing down so much after that like sequence of good turns. Not exactly clear to me why. They didn't consistently find the ghost towns, I guess. I also haven't forged anything. I am significantly thinner. I guess gaining a silver is not too crazy because we can forge 5 and silver into province, and we have an extra berserker that we might want to do that with. Oh, well, it looks like they're having a good turn this turn. So they've got to be pretty well out of actions now. I mean, they can do Conclave. They can't do Conclave Smugglers. They can do Conclave Berserker, Conclave Artisan, Conclave Forge if they have those. I don't know if they do. I know they have the Smugglers, but... Smugglers isn't very good for them right now. I don't think they particularly want another Haunted Woods. I meant to discard the Ghost Town. How important is it that we have the Conclave? I think I am meant to discard the Ghost Town. But the question is, we're going to draw... Oh, we are going to draw a bunch of cards off of... Yeah, we're going to be at 7 cards. So I think we discard Diplomat. They got 3 Ghost Towns into play, but no Haunted Woods. Okay. Okay, so we could Conclave, Berserker. Do I take another Diplomat? I mean, we can forge double Diplomat into Province too, so it's not that bad. Yeah, now if we Conclave Diplomat, it does activate. Alright, let's take another Diplomat. What did they gain? Gained a silver. They didn't play Artisan. Is it literally the only card they gained this turn? Yes. Oh, and then the Insignia. It's 5 or less. Yeah. Particularly think we need to shove another card into our deck with Berserker before we potentially trigger a shuffle. We could just go ahead and forge Smuggler's Berserker into Province. Like, we can gain another Smugglers off the Berserker, but Smugglers isn't that good right now. And then we can buy looting again. figurehead. Okay. We don't get plus buy. That's not allowed. I mean, I don't even know that plus buy is that good here, to be fair. So maybe figurehead is just good. And, you know, it's just kind of funny. Oh no. Okay, we have not enough diplomats. You didn't attack. Pretty rude of you not to attack here. Am I supposed to attack? Or am I supposed to artisan? I can top deck a... I guess I could gain a berserker and top deck a diplomat. That seems reasonable. Gain a silver. I don't really want the smugglers right now. Top deck a diplomat. We have to gain another card with the stupid hammer. Do we take another diplomat? Or do we take a silver? Is getting the diplomats pretty low. I'm gonna take a silver. Orb. Okay, that's plus buy. For what it's worth, which is maybe not much. So this diplomat will not actually activate unless we find... Well, we can play... Yeah, we could play like Haunted Woods first or something. Okay. We do have 2 artisans. We don't have an estate in our deck. We should consider taking an estate so we can forge artisan estate into province. Hope you have your forge in hand with those 2 estates. Well, I mean, I don't actually hope that, but, like... that would be the desired outcome from your perspective. Yeah, I think we'll see when we react to the diplomat, which we will presumably get to do. I think it's very likely that we will want to hang on to the forge. It's one of the best cards in our deck at this point. Maybe the best card. Thinking about taking an estate, I guess, is that I don't know like what the right timing will be to do it. It's going to be really hard to do like a gain and play thing, so maybe the artisans just never get forged and that's fine because they can gain duchies and stuff. Alright, obviously we're discarding copper. We do have another Haunted Woods down here, so I'm kind of thinking we might want to... Although we can conclave it. We discard the artisan. We could discard a conclave. Maybe we do discard the forge. Ah, god damn it. This is so difficult. We shouldn't need to discard the haunted, or to play the haunted woods first. I don't know. I think if we want to have a good turn, we keep artisan. Although we're gonna have to discard one of them anyway. Ugh, son of a. I mean, just one conclave plus diplomat is enough to give us a lot of actions. We can probably discard a conclave. We do have another artisan down here, right? No, we played it last turn. Alright, let's discard the forge. Oh, whoops, I was supposed to discard the haunted. Well, whatever, we're gonna discard it in a second here. It's really annoying, but... Smuggle silver, okay. You get to buy province. I don't have a haunted woods in play. Neither do you. Alright, do we... Artisan for journeyman? That is the question. It is a little risky. Although our opponent has no haunted woods in play, so less risky than it would be otherwise. Because we can buy a province. I think the answer is yes. I guess we're supposed to play the diplomat first, probably. Even though... Yeah. Guess we might as well take another diplomat at this point, because that's not the pile that's easiest to empty. Although maybe we just take a state. Nine, 10, 11, 12. Awkward. We either get plus buy and can't hit province duchy, or we don't get plus buy and we can't buy province duchy. So we take province estate, and we're sad because province is still enough for our opponent to win. Maybe we were meant to... No, if we played Berserker's Monkey, we wouldn't get to attack. So we have a lot of duration draw coming in. Lot of duration draw. I think we discard Berserker here. Well, let's see what we draw. No, it's got to be Haunted Woods, right? Okay. We didn't smuggle anything. Didn't gain anything, so... I wonder if we can hit an estate pile out. We have 2 artisans and a berserker, so in theory we can. But... oh. Okay. Forge... If we forge copper, berserker, silver, then play diplomat as monkey, then we can activate our diplomat. I think that's right, the case. We'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Oh wait, no, we can't do both of those things. Okay. Then maybe we forge the diplomats into province. Play the berserker. We can't just empty on estates with this hand, can we? Maybe we can. Wait a minute. We forge... We don't have anything we can forge into estate. Berserker for estate, hammer for estate, orb for buy. We can get 4 estates, but we can't get 5. What about journeyman? Forge berserker into journeyman. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Yeah. Okay, cool. I did the thing. I'm glad I won the match. Stupid standings. Stupid Dominion League. Why do you do this to me? Oh well. Maybe I'll be in a play-in or free promotion slot or something. I have to imagine I will be a top candidate because like 3rd place in D isn't going to get priority. There still has to be an open slot, which is no guarantee. In any case, that will do it for this match. Thanks for watching, and that'll also do it for the season. So I will probably just be back with more Dominion League next season. I don't have anything specific coming up. Until then.